always say the best girlfriends are like the best assistants. You make his life easier. So
when bitches are starting arguments with you for no reason, you know why they do that?
What are you talking about?
Whoa.
What are you talking about?
Whoa.
Why didn't you say to that guy?
We didn't have to do that. Do what? We didn't have to open the door. I know how it works. It's not the first Lambo I've been in. Bitch.
I wake my husband up with a massage and coffee every single morning.
I think OnlyFans empowers you. Is it empowering for you, Miss Saudi Arabia?
It's very empowering.
Okay.
I'm asking you a question, and I've allowed you into my house.
I'm asking you a question.
Correct, but you're not the boss here because I've allowed you into my house.
Stop, both of you, stop. Okay. Yeah.
How old are you?
Guess.
Guess these nuts.
3, 2, 1.
They use shaming tactics. Yo mama black. You hate women. Shaming tactics. Shame, shame, shame. Shame is one of the 4 major arrows of a low-value woman. It's part of a low-value woman's pathology. You cross the board. I don't care what you have on paper. When women operate in these areas, they diminish their value to low. Because if you really have a good argument, you should not have to shame somebody. Shaming is just a way to get control of the conversation.
A red flag is if a guy follows Andrew Tate.
Really?
That's definitely a red flag for me.
Damn, that's my guy. I love Andrew.
I think he got popular because he's very good at spewing hate.
Always be polite. Always hold the door open. Always give that $10 to charity, even if nobody sees it, even if you don't record it, even if you don't tell anybody. Always help that old lady crossing the road. Always have a smile. Always train very hard. Always work hard and make as much money as possible so you look after the people you care about. Always be honest. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Because God is watching.
If a man commits to you and gives you a relationship, you're saying that you would not delete your Instagram if he told you to delete it?
No,
You wouldn't. Okay.
I think that's weird.
Then I think that's an example of you didn't really like him that much then. Because if a
No,
woman truly
I
loves
just
and
think
respects you,
it's
she will
not.
get rid of it.
Well, if he's insecure about my flexion online, then that's too much for me.
It's not being insecure. It's more like if I'm taking care of the bills, I'm taking care of you. Like here's one of my requests. At least don't put yourself out there to be like targeted by other guys.
Shame is different than insults. Shame is used to turn a positive into a negative. Shaming tactics. Success shaming. Oh, well, you think you better than everybody because now you lost weight or because you got some money. Shaming tactics meant to keep you stuck. People who can't win the argument tend to use shaming tactics. Another sign of a low-value woman is she often insults. To speak or treat with disrespect or scornful abuse.
I'm not going to subscribe to you. Sit down and you have to sit down.
It's not
what?
about that.
I'm a grown-ass woman. I pay my own bills and you're going to tell me what to do?
That's fine. You may not realize it, but a man does a whole bunch of shit for you that you don't know. He's watching the shows you want to watch. He's listening to you talk gossip about the girls at work. He's fucking going, yeah, I like that dress, that dress. He doesn't give a fuck about any of it. He's doing it for you.
See, that's
but the second it's back the other way, you have some fucking issue with
He's
autonomy.
right.
It's
He's
bullshit.
right. Listen, yeah, he's right because women talk nonsense for a long time. And they say like, yeah, babe, you're right. Yeah, babe, can't believe she did that. It's true.
You might not have that experience because you yourself, I see that you are a white man, so you may not have that personal experience.
Can you Google and put a picture of my father on the screen, please?
Yes.
Listen, so because you just failed on step 1 by identifying me incorrectly. So,
I'm not knowing you. I don't know you.
Of course you don't know me, so you're there you go. I don't know you, so I'm guessing you failed. So
You did the same thing earlier to me.
how? Where? In which area have I once
We
failed?
can
when
run it
discussing
back
with
to
you?
the first 10 minutes.
You don't want to run this interview back because when you run it back, you're gonna see yourself get smoked the whole way through. So listen, my dear. Listen.
In regards to making money, money comes in waves, and we all have to understand that. And if we all invest successfully, we could.
Where are you investing?
That's none of your business.
It's a secret.
Declare that.
But you said money comes in waves. Granted, we have to invest. It's taken. Where's some of the places you're investing?
Yeah.
See, this is what this OnlyFans economy has done. It's let women with really low functioning knowledge, no high value or high ticket skills.
That's not low functioning knowledge.
Men have no place at all to say how women should and
We
shouldn't.
have every place. We built the goddamn world you live in. This is what tends to happen whether it's OnlyFans, TikTok, Instagram, and when women can't handle it, they leave. Carry your cell phone, and when OnlyFans stops, Subway will be hiring.
Oh my God, mic drop.
You gay. You got a little pee-pee. You ugly. You this, you that. Insults. Oh my goodness. Think how often you will hear someone when they're losing an argument or can't stand on the merits of the argument, they want to come out with an insult. In debate, it's called an ad hominem, against the man. The first person to get off the topic and start making personal insults is the one that loses. Insult. Low value women playbook, pathology, shame, shaming tactics, insults. And the insults can be your height, your weight, your money, the way you look. Insults, they are more ready to give an insult than a compliment. Matter of fact, not only do they insult, they take pride in their insults. And if you can't take their insults, they shame you. Oh, look at you. You too weak. Again, shaming tactics. You're supposed to be able to handle their insults. And see, low value women feel like people should be able to handle them. That's not working. No one wants to handle a woman. So if you use shame as a tactic to get your way, you may be low value. If you're often insulting to get your way or to shut people up or shut people down, you may be low value. You notice the next one? S and the I. Next thing, let's go with the G. The G is guilt. Guilt. Making someone feel guilty, especially in order to induce them to do something.
So what about the women that didn't choose to raise a kid on their own?
Of the 50+% divorce rate, women are filing 70-80% of all divorces. Women are choosing to wreck their own homes every day. Men are not choosing to wreck their own homes and make women single parents. That's a choice that women are making.
Why? Because their husbands are trash, treating them badly?
Now here we go with the ad hominem stuff. This is the same stuff that's been piped into the culture forever. That when a woman chooses to break her home, it's always the man's fault.
When you say men don't lie because you believe in actions, I'm saying a lot of actions are lies.
Am I high value women in your eyes?
You're very good looking, so I would say, yeah, absolutely. You're beautiful. You seem like you're a good person. You seem intelligent. You're not stupid. So I'd say you're a high value woman, but your actions dictate that, right? The most important actions a woman can undertake is loyalty. Every man out here knows that disloyalty is the most disgusting thing a female could ever do to her man.
But are you loyal?
Let's not pretend that male loyalty and female loyalty are the same thing.
But loyalty is loyalty.
No, but they're not the same thing, are they?
Why is it not?
Because men and women are not the same.
We are not the same. You are correct there.
Okay, so we agree.
No, but I'm not agreeing to people being dishonest, cheaters, liars. Advice?
Advice? What dude is getting advice from chicks? Any man who sits there and goes, my life ain't going right, let me text some chick, is a dumbass.
How is it
because you should go to your boys, your team.
Because boys do this weird toxic alpha.
It ain't toxic alpha. It really isn't, my dear.
It really is. It
no,
really is.
if a man goes to a woman with his issue, it's not a serious issue. I feel sad, my ex left me, some dumb shit.
No, but
right?
women can give a...
They're trying to kill me, I need a gun now. You don't text some chick in your phone. You text your boys, because only your men who can help you. I'm in Ukraine, the Russians have invaded, I need a way out. Who's got a car? Oh, Cheyenne's coming. Peugeot 206, get fucked.
You know the number one thing women do that men don't identify? You know when bitches are starting arguments with you for no reason? Do you know why they do that? Wow. Have you ever seen a miserable, unhappy motherfucker get laid? I'm asking you. Because they're like, oh, you're going out. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Like, now you're in a bad mood. Yeah. You're at the club, like, oh, you know, I'm a bit tired, and this bitch pissed me off. You ain't getting pussy that way. You get happy dudes get pussy because you're part of the game, right? You're having fun. So they'll detract you from your life. They have a lot of strategies they'll do to make sure you don't get into the pussy.
You think women are fucking just bogging down on dudes?
100%. They're trying to fucking get the claws in.
Guilt. a manipulation. Your mama black is not only a shaming tactic, it's a guilting tactic. It's made to move you under control. See, these things are somewhat passive and somewhat aggressive. Shame, insults, and guilt are ways to manipulate, control, exert power. And it's not done in a physical way, it's done in an emotional way. You know, physical bruises and scars and attacks heal. Emotional ones go on forever. Low value women specialize in low value, high potency, shame, guilt, and insult attacks. They're good at them, guilting you. Oh, you're going out with your boys? Okay, well, you must not love me. Guilt, meaning that if you don't do what you want them to do, you're a bad person. 4 signs of a woman that's low value. See, a high value woman, by contrast, she's appealing and attractive. She has a comforting character. Her character, a high value woman, is comforting in her character. She's not going to shame you, insult you, or guilt you. She's going to lift and build people up. She's enthusiastic and exuberant about things.
And then what's the most romantic thing a woman can do?
Okay, so I'd say the most romantic thing, I'll just use my own marriage, for instance. Obviously, for a woman being able to cook and clean, but I'll give some more specific examples, like what I do. I wake my husband up with a massage and coffee every single morning, and every single night I'm scratching his scalp and like giving him a back massage until he falls asleep. It's important that he falls asleep first. And I would say something that's romantic that he does for me. Well, since I do all of the cooking, it's nice when he takes me out for dinner because it's like a little break and it's just special. And then also even just while we're here in Miami, he's kind of like my little bodyguard, like making sure if there's any men walking by, he just like puts his arm around me and just making sure that I'm protected. That's really romantic, and that's something that a woman could never do for a man.
Wow. Fantastic. Wow. Okay. I like it.
You are blessed.
Do you know the number one thing men look for in a woman?
Loyalty.
Loyalty. Who said loyalty?
I did.
Boom. That's all men are really interested in. I know how good I can make a woman's life, and I won't waste my time making a woman's life good if I truly don't believe she's not down for me.
So what I always say is like the girl's got to come in and be a deductive problem solver. So she comes into the guy, relationship, whatever, she notices, okay, he likes coffee, but he doesn't have coffee in the morning when he wakes up. Let me solve that problem. Bam, I always have it there without asking, right? He really enjoys this type of food. Let me have it here ready so when he comes back from the gym, it's there. Or he likes to have a shake after the gym, whatever. You prepare. Like once you start like almost taking things on that he does himself and you become more of a compliment to his life and you assist him and you help him. I always say the best girlfriends are like the best assistants. You make his life easier so that he's able to operate at 99% to 103%. And that extra few percentage points really makes a difference.
She's, like I said, she's liberating. Low value women are the opposite. They are burdensome. A high value woman is a feminine asset. A low value woman is a liability. And it typically is a masculine liability. But it can be a feminine liability. There are some feminine low value women. Make no mistake. And last, the last sign that a woman may be low value is this one. The incessant need to be right.
There's plenty of women that are 34, right? That are as attractive as you are. And there's plenty of women that are younger than you that are more attractive than you are, especially in Miami. He's only 3% of the population. If he has options, who is he going to go with?
I don't care.
That's the problem. You don't care. How are you going to find a man that is in the 3% if you don't care?
I'm not trying to find a man, first of all.
You want an exceptional man. Wouldn't it be fair to say that you have to put exceptional effort to find an exceptional man?
I'm not putting any efforts.
That's the problem. And that right there is the problem.
Why is it a problem?
Because women think they're entitled to a top 3% man without putting work in, and then they wonder why that guy doesn't show up.
Who told you I'm looking for a guy?
Oh, you're not?
No.
So it sounds
You'll be single forever. Yep.
I would be. I mean, I would rather be single forever than compromise who I am to be with a guy.
Is this Sophie? Is this Sophie? Oh, it's Sophie, the fake name, no face. Has she accused me of a crime, this imaginary Sophie?
She's making the point that there is
Has she accused me of a crime?
Emotional or psychological manipulation.
I've asked you a question and I've allowed you into my house.
I'm asking you a question.
Correct, but you're not the boss here because I've allowed you into my house.
I'm asking you the question.
Correctly, and I'm telling you.
You get to decide the answers.
No, we're equal here. I've allowed you into my house. You don't come here with a position of authority. I'm doing you the favor as Legacy Media, giving you relevance by speaking to you. And I'm telling you now, this Sophie, which the BBC has invented, which there's no face of, nobody knows who she is.
The BBC did not invent.
Of course not. And because you never invent anything. And she's not filed criminal charges against me. What are we talking about here?
I think OnlyFans empowers you. Is it empowering for you, Miss Saudi Arabia?
It's very empowering.
Okay. Why is it empowering?
I am very proud of myself.
Okay. Women don't want consequences for poor decisions. If you sexualize yourself as a woman, 9 out of 10 times, every man you deal with is going to sexualize you as well in reciprocation. A man cannot objectify you unless you objectify yourself first. You can be sexually free, but don't sit there and expect people to respect you. They're not going to.
Shorty's crying.
Probably. And here's the thing, that's sexual empowerment for you. When you can't speak about what you do openly and you feel a certain way, it goes back to the biology, man. Women know deep down that, this is not acceptable for me to be doing this shit. Like, they know it deep down. That's why there's a reason why when a guy asks a girl, what's your body count, whatever, they hesitate. They don't want to say it. There's a reason why when girls say, I do OnlyFans or whatever it may be, they're kind of hesitant to say it. Right? Some girls might say it out loud, but deep down, if you meet a man of your dreams, you ain't going to tell him that shit.
I don't know what your topic is tonight, but I guess.
How old are you?
Guess.
Guess these nuts.
I want a high value man.
Why do you want a high value man?
I deserve that.
You don't deserve anything.
Oh, okay.
Who are you?
Simone.
Simone deserves nothing. What makes you so special? Do you deserve access to somebody else's stuff?
Nothing really makes me special to deserve access to anybody's thing.
Thank you. So you don't deserve a high value man. Nobody deserves anything. We earn. And there's something called only child syndrome. What was that?
What is what?
Was there somebody screaming in the background?
No.
But I do have a question for you. Why come on to the program with a bonnet on?
I'm comfortable. This is me.
Okay, right. But you want a high value man. I probably should have excused myself, taken it out, and presented myself in a better light because hundreds of thousands of people, 20,000 folks, let's have the conversation. But I'm comfortable. It's all about me. What value is a selfish person in a relationship to anybody?
Thank you.
That's a question.
Ask it again, please.
Kick rocks.
Oh,
Exactly.
You contradicted yourself. I think we just had a prime example. She's saying what she wants, right? But she just gave him the number, and he's saying exactly everything she's saying she don't want.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So that's a contradiction Are right you there. mad? Are you a little mad? Oh, don't play with me, baby. Don't You're fucking mad? play with me. Are you mad? Don't play It's with me. just a question. I was making an example. I don't I give a think you're a fuck. little mad, but the I'm not example mad, is, though. baby,
Nice
I'm
guys
not
don't win.
mad. You're pretty. Thank you. Suck You his dick too. and do it right. But what I'm saying is, you said you like a nice guy. Yeah. Not Maybe a guy he's that really wants to do nice. this Maybe and he's that, nice. right? Maybe he's just fitting your friends. Oh my god. Don't be mad, girl. Don't play with me though. No, but I'm not. But you're coming super aggressive. Because Check I'm your making man. a Don't fucking point. check me. Check your man.
So speaking of hypocrisy, you can see right here that the one-sided arrangement does not work very clearly. You can see the problems that result from this. But
Stop. Both of you. Stop. Okay. Y'all.
In other words, if you're going to be masculine, assertive, dominant as a woman, you don't deserve an assertive, dominant man. He's not going to want you. Just like a bad is going to want a bum. You must change to attract the opposite gender and display the traits that the opposite gender wants.
But there's some men that like that. So
They don't, bro.
Okay.
The worst thing women do is they flex. Now that I'm rich, now that I'm Top G, king of the world, they flex other men's stuff. That really blows my mind. We'll go to get in the car, right? Lambo. I'll lean across, open the door for her. She goes, you didn't have to do that. Do what? We didn't have to open the door. I know how it works. It's not the first Lambo I've been in. Bitch, you don't have a Lambo. So why are you bragging that you've been in another man's Lambo? You're gonna flex with someone else's stuff? Oh yeah, I've been on jets. You don't have a jet. You don't even have $1,000 in your bank account.
What are you talking about?
Whoa.
Fuck you talking about?
If
You want to be on World Star? We on World Star. You want to be on World Star? We on World Star.
I'm warning you.
Hold on, motherfucking World Star, bitch. I don't give a fuck. What you mean?
Yo, this is not scripted. Y'all see this? This shit is crazy.
This is live.
I have video after video after video after video after video of me having conversations with women here who will argue you into the ground. If you've ever dealt with somebody who absolutely needs to be right, The need to be right can be rooted in different things. But firstly, the need to be right is often a mask for insecurity. The person is concerned how others perceive them, and if they're wrong or they felt like they're not meeting whatever expectations, they will force themselves to be right. People who need to be right tend to be masking insecurity. Insecure about what? That's a different subject. One of the best things that you can learn is to let it go. You don't need to be right, just relax and being correct. Think about the young lady I was talking to the other day, the 26-year-old virgin, who kept on wanting to argue about fornication and the Bible. Wait till you listen to this call. All the things in there: shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right, low value. Just because you're a virgin and a Christian doesn't make you high value when you move in the way you do. You'll see it. It'll be laid out and you'll be like, wow, all of this to prove to be right on something. And see, low value women, why they lose men, especially high value men, they are more concerned. They want to win the argument, but they lose the man.
I guess I was engaged for like 3.5 years before I got out here, and I came out here and I'm like, I guess
why didn't you stay with that guy?
Huh?
You were engaged, and what happened to that? That's the one. How'd you fuck that up?
Yeah, he was really good and all, but also I wanted to move out to Miami and Florida.
To be a whore? You throw away the gates of heaven with your partner to be a whore?
I had to move with my.
I would have fucking jumped.
No, it's not like
No, Zarka! What the fuck is so good about a fucking palm tree and some fucking immigrants? What are you talking about? A 3-year marriage from Miami. She said, well, you didn't let me go to Miami.
You say men?
She threw away a 3-year marriage. Zarka, you're making her cry. Oh, shit. I'm glad you cried. I'm the only dude on earth who told you the truth. The rest are gonna try and fuck you. This is the truth. I'm trying to say 40 fucking years of your life. You're getting 40 years alone, bro.
Low value women win the argument and lose men. Many of your mothers are low value. Why? There's a reason your dad ain't around. And oftentimes we are told that the men are all the dads are just horrible people. No, cannot be mathematically impossible. Many times the guy was like Jenny Mai's father and just got tired of being beat down with a woman who was domineering and needed to be right, to where he just had to leave. Broke his heart to leave his family and everything else, but it was either leave or die.